Hello, Aquarius. What's up, fellow Aquarius? I am an Aquarius, very loud and proud about it. This is for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, or it could be Aquarius season, past, present, future. So if you're watching it during Aquarius season, then that would be present, right? I'm recording this during Cancer season, but could have been something that happened during Aquarius season or will happen next Aquarius season, who knows? Or it could be someone who has Aquarius in their chart that you're thinking about. But let's get into it. Let's see what's going on with love and relationships. And I don't know why I'm making a bunch of noises with my mouth. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know if I want all those. That's too many. I feel like Aquariuses are overwhelmed. I don't know. That's what I got with like all those cards. Like, oh my god, that many cards? Four messages there? Maybe overwhelmed, but Aquarius energy, we can see a lot of things. That's why we're known as the humanitarians, because we can see a lot of dynamics and see things from a larger perspective. Sometimes more so that other people can't see, and that can be extremely overwhelming sometimes. Virgo, I analyze. This just came out for the Capricorn reading too. So maybe we're a little bit too much in our head, and that's why we're feeling overwhelmed. That's what I get, is what they're saying to me. What are we analyzing? Our mind. See, Mercury, our mind, and Jupiter, abundance. Yeah. So, okay. So we have Virgo, I analyze. Mercury, our mind, and Jupiter, abundance. So we are over analyzing and getting stuck in our heads, which is why we're feeling overwhelmed about abundance, like the abundance that's coming in, abundance we want to come in. Let's see. And generally abundance, people think of money and like material things. I get that's most likely what it is, because I don't know if it could be love too, but I don't know if everyone's like trying to manifest an abundance of love in terms of relationships. Like, I don't want a bunch of relationships. I just want one. But it could mean love in terms of like just feeling loved and supported by the universe and the people around you. Mother of Swords. So here we are, Aquarius. It's a feminine energy, so it's the Queen of Swords. Here we are, in our heads. The Hanged Man, seeing something from a different perspective. So needing to see something from a different perspective, I hear, which is what our mind is attempting to do. I feel like that's why we're analyzing it, because we're maybe possibly coming about it a different way. Or I don't know, let me see. The Hermit. Going inward, seeking solitude, inner reflection. So I feel like maybe we're recognizing we're in our head too much and deciding to go inward. The Three of Swords, yikes. Three of Swords is healing and heartbreak. It's painful too. It doesn't feel good. It has to do with our heart. Like, stuff we have to heal in our heart is never, it never feels good. But again, it's swords. And I always say this about the Three of Swords, because it is about heartbreak, right? But it's swords, so that's our mind. So it's all in how we're viewing something. Geez, the Ten of Swords. Dang. This is why we're overwhelmed. Hello? Like, our mind there's something that's dying, like, within our mindset, within our belief systems. This is like the worst is over. Literally, this bull is dead with a fucking sword through his eyes. And he's got 10 swords inside of him. So tens are about completion. Like, the worst is over, and it's also like getting to the bottom of something is, I guess, what I heard. We're finally getting to the bottom of where this pain has been coming from, and why. I think it's like more so like analyzing what's blocking our abundance, it has to do with mindset, right? So that's where the inner reflection came in, and the new perspectives, and then realizing, okay, there's some healing that needs to happen, is really what I got. The Tower, dang. This is an intense energy. This is why you're feeling overwhelmed, Aquarius. So the Tower is like a sudden shift, a sudden thing being destroyed. It could be about a perspective shift. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. So far, we've had a lot of swords, so I do feel like it is more so just mindset and the way that we're seeing something, the way that we're thinking about something. You know, our thoughts can change our reality, but first we have to become aware of them, and that's the process here. The Sun of Pentacles, this is the Knight of Pentacles, so slow movement forward, taking action slowly, methodically, but it's trustworthy too. Three of Cups, celebration, coming together. It's a very happy card, the Three of Cups. It's about coming together with other people, so it could be about like friendship and just enjoying yourself. So I feel like, yeah, after this Tower or this process of painful ending, whatever, this healing that's happening, it's like, okay, I'm slowly getting out. I'm slowly starting to like put out there into the universe, and put into it's putting into practice what you've learned in terms of like how to shift, which is, okay, I got to get out of my head, get more into my emotions, and have fun and enjoy myself. Okay, that's a lot. Let's see. We have the Mother of Cups. Yeah, I'm going to take these. So we have the Mother of Cups, which is embodying your feminine receptive energy. The Mother of Cups. Did I say father? The Queen of Cups. So we went from the Queen of Swords to now, so getting out of your head and into your body and into your heart and emotions. And that's the shift that's been happening or will happen. And then the Father of Swords is King of Swords. What the fuck? So we have counterparts out. But he's objective, he's analytical, he's fair. I want to see why this is coming out. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a brand new beginning. So this is like an offering, an opportunity, and a physical one. If we're talking about abundance, like this would be the abundance that you're waiting for. And so I don't know if it's like a Father of Swords, someone communicating to you or bringing it in via communication somehow, whether it's in writing or someone speaking to you, offering you something like, here, take this money or take this job opportunity or something to that effect. And it's a masculine energy. Or, yeah, I get that's more so what it is than it's not you, the feminine energy that started out. And you see how his sword is a rainbow color? I get it's despite the way this person looks on the outside, or it's like the way he communicates, what he's communicating brings happiness and joy. And the Mother of Pentacles, so the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, the Aquarius is shifting through so far 3 different Queen energies, from the Queen of Swords, getting out of her head, getting into her heart, the Mother or the Queen of Cups, and then after this offer, like the abundance comes in, and then we're feeling more stable and nurtured and grounded, but I feel more supported by the world and the universe. And that's because we're also just getting more into our bodies. So we're getting out of our head and more into our body. The Magician. And then, yeah, tapping into our power, having everything we need. So far, the only Queen that hasn't come out is the Queen of Wands, but I do feel that is what's going to, I feel like she's going to come out, and I feel like all 4 are going to come out because we already have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords that have come out pretty close together. And that's when we have all of the elements that the Magician has, when we have all 4 elements, that's when we know how to create. So the Queen of Wands must be the one that we are working towards, or the last one to kind of embody and the tools that we need in our tool belt in order to create the abundance we need or want, whatever. We'll need to, I guess. 7 of Pentacles. So lining things up, it's looking at what you've already created too, getting things ready. I feel like getting something ready, like stacking stuff, stacking your coins, harvesting what you have created, looking at, okay, but more so it's just like creating a plan, step by step kind of energy. And it's Pentacles, so it's money, so it's like getting your affairs in order. The Sun, it's masculine energy, but it's happiness, joy. It's the happiest card in the deck. Allowing yourself to be happy, allowing yourself to create happiness. And I think it's also like this shift in perspective in terms of realizing what does make you happy. Like, I get the whole like actually mindset shift is like admitting to yourself, because, okay, like I said, Aquarius is an air sign, so we're very much in our heads, and we're also humanitarians, which means we're just naturally more drawn to help and want to support other people and create change in the world, and possibly neglecting ourselves at times because we're like, I just need to change the world, right? That's just our MO. That's our go-to. And so it's like, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're material focused, that we're money focused. There's a lot of pentacles here, and with abundance, I feel like it represents money. And so it's like actually being able to admit, and that's like the shift in our mindset, is saying like, yes, money it's not that I need the money to be happy, because I feel like you already are happy and whatever, but it's more so like seeing it a different way. Like, if I have X amount of money and this abundance, whereas before maybe you steered clear of, you had all these limiting beliefs about money, and it's like money's the root of all evil, and all those types of things that maybe possibly you didn't grow up with money, so therefore it never came easily to you. So, and you heard all these stories about how people who have money are selfish and bad, and all of that. I feel like that's shifting, and it's more so like, no, like when I have money, I actually feel happier, because I can be more of myself, I can give more of myself and my energy and my time and all of that. And so it's recognizing that shift. So I'm not saying that, but it is becoming more material focused, but in a positive way, not in like a way where all you care about is material things and all you care about is money, because I feel like Aquarius already has mastered the caring about the other things, so it's just a mindset shift that's happening. We have the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. That's 2, but I don't want Page of Wands, a spark, something growing, and it's passionate because it's wands. So here's the spark, the passion, the tool. Like, maybe this is what I'm talking about. The wand is the tool, that we needed to embody our Queen of Wands energy that's coming out. 7 of Cups is can be about fantasy, illusion. I mean, so you see the sun and the moon there. What am I seeing with this 7 of Cups? It could be about, so we have the sun that came out, the moon hasn't come out, and you'll see how like the one cup is upwards towards the sun, and the rest of them are upwards towards the moon. And I honestly feel like it's allowing ourselves to be a little bit with our heads in the clouds, because this can represent illusion, or like not in a great way, like having our head in the clouds. It could also represent having a lot of options, and I feel like we're connecting more to the moon energy through that, like in terms of like imagination, fantasy, and the 9 of Pentacles, which is creating our luxury, creating our empire, building from the ground up, like building up ourselves, stacking our coins. But it's through our imagination, like, and maybe that's something we hadn't tapped into necessarily, utilizing the moon energy, which is intuition, feminine energy, our shadows. See the High Priestess, yeah, see intuition and judgment. We're High Priestess is intuition, hidden secrets and knowledge, which is very much moon energy as well. And judgment is resurrection, redemption. It's second chances. So, but it's like, aspects of us that were once dormant that we're awakening. And so again, like I said, we're awakening our Queen of Wands energy, which hasn't come out yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did. But if she doesn't, that just means we are still working towards embodying it fully in order to utilize that gift and those tools that we have within us already, but they just have to be awakened. And it's by us listening to our intuition, allowing ourselves to get out of our head and into our heart and become more grounded in who we are and our abilities. In the 5 of Swords, get out of the mental conflict. That's what we're shifting. The 5 of Swords is mental chaos and conflict. That's what we're shifting. 10 of Pentacles, see the move from 9 to the 10. So it's like, as this stuff is, they're not telling me, there's not even to explain that. Okay, 10 of Pentacles is abundance. It's having everything in the physical world that you want. is feeling stable and grounded. Ooh, 8 of Cups and the World. So needing to walk away from stuff. With it coming out with the World card, because the World is like a completion card, and it can represent travel, or it's like feeling connected to all that is. And with those two cards coming out together, it's almost like you have to walk away from this humanitarian view that you have, like of needing to save the world or wanting to be there for other people over yourself, and really start focusing on yourself first. That's really what I get with those two cards together, which might be hard for you. Also, maybe it's you're so connected to collective consciousness that could represent what you're also healing, and it's a limiting belief and mindset that you're healing for the whole world too, and seeing how it's actually a lot of people in humanity have this possible block or view that you're healing within yourself. The Devil. Yeah, the Devil is Capricorn, but it's addictions, codependency. Vices, things we feel bound to. 7 of Wands can be about being defensive or guarded, but it's also like this card, specifically this deck, is about like the spark of, you see the spark is just on that one wand, and it's seeing very clearly what needs to be burned away. And you also see the Devil's like his feet are on fire there. So it's seeing very clearly what you need to walk away from and burning it to the ground. Like where you once felt bound to this limiting belief system about money and abundance, it's like you're burning it to the ground. And you're not just doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for the whole world because you're the humanitarians. And the 3 of Wands is about creativity, creation. What do you want to create? Seeing this portal right here with these 3 wands in between. And the triangle too, you know, this triangle, like the upside down triangle, represents like feminine energy in terms of like it's like the yoni, the pussy. That's what I'm getting there. And so that's allowing that to be where we're creating from rather than our head. And the 6 of Pentacles, balance and reciprocity, creating balance in our life. Monetarily, but it's also giving and receiving equally in terms energy wise. It can be about student teacher relationships, learning, but it can also be about philanthropy and temperance, emotional balance and alchemy. It's also Sagittarius energy, but it's patience as well. Patience, 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 patience. And the Empress. See, what's funny is that the Queen of Wands didn't come out, but we have the Empress, which is, she embodies all 4 queens. But it's also like harvest time. It's time to grow and to like become like, and this is about fertility too. So again, like I'm feeling this like, yeah, very sacral, yoni, pussy type energy, this emotional balance. See the Ace of Cups, new beginnings in love. It's also self-love, but it's new beginnings in love. Feels like kind of all over the place. But I feel like abundance and love come in like intertwined and through this healing process, if that makes sense. Let's see what this card. These are my Oracle of Visions cards. I want to see which one comes out. I don't know. The tarot feels incomplete. The Lovers. Gemini energy, but the Lovers is your love. See it. So when you feel you've mastered and embodied your Empress Mother energy, that's when you like, and really that is like you filling up your own cup first in order to have enough to give to others. Like that's when love comes in. So we have new beginnings in love. The last 2 cards are the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. So love is coming in while you're busy healing and focusing on your, you know, abundance and creating that and blocking down all these barriers and codependencies and healing that stuff. That's when love comes in. Oh, there's a man and a woman on here. Interesting. Sorry, I've only used this deck a handful of times, so I'm feeling like time, and then there's like pictures of people, and I think these are images on other cards. But I'm getting like time for whatever reason, like timing. Timing is important here. I want to see what this card says. Timing is important in terms of when love comes in. Relationships, interaction with others. When something seems to be missing in your life, it usually turns out to be someone. Our life is defined by relationships, family, partners, friends, and foes. Each enters and passes through like a comet crossing through our sky. Some shine briefly, never to return again, and gradually fade from memory. Others settle in and remain in our orbit. A mechanical photography device displays those who have played a part in our lives. The intricate relations or rotations create infinite combinations to represent the presence and partings. Mimicking the steps of an imaginary cosmic dance, some will remain as permanent participants, although their closeness will oscillate and be relative to each other. Additional frames will constantly be added, waiting to portray others who will enter our lives in the future. Interesting. Like I said, this is all over the place. I feel like maybe it's because it's, again, Aquarius energy's picking up on a lot of different people, or you're very connected to the people, at least in your life. Or I also see it as everything is connected in terms of relationships that you have, or even collective with your like soul group and soul family. So that's friendships and romantic and family and all of it. Just seeing how everything's connected. So it's like, it's possible you're clearing and healing stuff for like different people that you didn't even realize you had to clear and do, but you do. I don't know. Like it's quite strange, the energy here, and almost like wanting to get more. It's very elusive, but again, like I just feel like it's also asking you to be mindful of like who you're allowing into your life, and like you don't have to heal or be there for everyone. The ships, or the ship, the boat. I think this is like something coming in. Travel. Tree, and it's summertime. Let me see. So we have the ship or the boat. Travel, explore, navigate, venture, broaden your horizons. Freedom. Free spirit. That's definitely Aquarius. I make the most of my journey through life. Then we have the oak tree, which is summertime. It represents summer. So we are in summertime. But it's also putting down roots. Becoming more grounded and stable. Didn't I say that? Enduring and long lasting. Which is interesting. Like we have like the boat, which is on water, which is free flowing, and it's like free spirit energy. I'm going to go with wherever it takes, wherever it takes me, the water takes me, this boat takes me. Then we have this, which is like putting down roots. I mean, that's kind of like, that's getting into your Queen of Pentacles, which we did say. Just one more to clear up this confusion. Okay, or two more. So the scythe, which is cutting stuff away, it also can be about harvest. So it can represent, like you see how you can harvest the wheat, but it can also mean stuff you need to cut out of your life. And then we have, I think it's the letter, which is about correspondence, written communication. Let me get a little bit on this. I'm just getting more confused, and I think I need to stop. I hope this was helpful, the letter. Write, correspond, communicate. Choosing your words wisely. Interesting. Yeah, and writing down a desire, a prayer, or a spell can be a powerful thing. Acting as a tangible sign of our intention. Once again, choose your words wisely. I mean, we already talked about changing a belief system, right? And it's like learning how to cut out what, like, also what you write, what you say, the words you use. I'm going to stop it there because it feels a little bit confusing and I feel like I could just keep going on and on. So if you'd like your own reading with me to clarify if this resonates, go to my website, empoweringauthenticity.com, and you can schedule there. You can also email me if you'd like, and follow me on Instagram at Empowering Authenticity. You can also reach me there to schedule. Okay, bye.